Thank you, Terry, for the purchase of the Smith's Enfield clock. What I'm going to show you is just basically how to maintain it, because after delivery what you'll need to do is figure out exactly what surface to place it on. At the moment what you've got is the clock is on this particular table. When it goes to your house and you put it on your mantelpiece, the center of gravity will change, meaning that the pendulum on the back needs to be adjusted. So on most of the videos that I share, that this particular clock here has got to find a center of gravity. So what you've got here is, if you're listening to the ticking here, so I'll bring the actual camera close to it, is it's a little bit off center, meaning that it's ticking one side more than the other because it's on an uneven surface. How you adjust it is pretty much by going into a section on the back of the actual clock itself, and then you allow it to be adjusted from this little tiny bit that sticks out here. So at the moment we're going to listen to the clock in the position it's on at the moment, and you can hear it's ticking one side more than the other. It's like ticking more than talking, which means it will eventually come to a stop. So the reason why you need this video is to say, okay, right, once you position the clock where you want it, you lean to the back of the clock and you adjust it by feeling for this particular thing here. Let me just quickly zoom into it. So there's a section here, right there, that little L shape will calibrate it left and right. So I'll just push it just a little bit to the left. So what I did, I've just slightly adjusted it a little bit to the left, and I'm going to do it a little bit more again, so I'm just going to push it just a little bit beyond its limit, so I know that's too far. So let me just push it the other way. So I'm going to push it to the right a little bit. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I can hear the clock. So sorry about the background noise, but so what we've got here is the clock is ticking quite nicely. You'll be able to actually hear it. So you can hear it ticking. And the reason why you need to do that is because now this particular clock is calibrated for this surface. So what will happen is, when this gets adjusted, you position it where you want it. You have to reach to the back of the clock and find that section and adjust it left and right depending on where you want it. So the idea behind it is that you've got that particular clock where you want it, and therefore you never need to adjust it because that's the position it's in, meaning that then once in its position you can basically take the pendulum off from the center of it, and you can see it's just ticking away nicely. You can adjust it so it goes faster and slower, because obviously in the winter the metal contracts, so you need to slow it down a little bit, and in the summer, like we are now, you will need to speed it up a little bit so that it actually goes, because the metal expands and you need to make sure it catches up. So that's the idea behind it, is that this particular thing is just finding the center of gravity, adjusting for the right time, and then when you've actually done that, you'll be able to actually adjust it to the time. So that's the bit we're going to look at now, is when the clock is actually fully, well, when the clock is wound, and this should be like every Sunday or every month. I think this is a 31 day. I'm not sure if it's an 8 days or 31 days, but that is at its limit as far as I want to push it. So now I'm going to put it to the half hour. So that's half. So we're going to go to 11 o'clock. And then you just listen for the drop. And then there's a little click there, and then it should go to 11 o'clock. So that clock is set for 11 o'clock, and then what you're able to do is just go through the motions. So that's literally all you need to do. When you receive this clock, make sure you always go clockwise, never go back, or you'll end up breaking the clock. So here's the quick maintenance, is position it, find the center of gravity in the position that it's in, then you can actually speed it up and slow it down where you want it, and all you need to do is then find the actual time. And if it's, say, where you get it is 9 o'clock, you have to go through all the hours to get to 9 o'clock. Do not go backwards, and that's the only advice I can give you. So yeah, that's basically the maintenance of the clock. Thank you for purchasing.